I got a message from one of my viewers saying that they were having some insect damage in their garden. It's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly what that insect problem could be, but here I'm going to give you some things to look for if you suspect you're having slugs or snails in your garden. Now this here is one of my Georgia collards. No signs of slugs here. But if we move over here to the smaller plants, which are a little more susceptible to the slugs because their leaves are a lot more tender, you can see right here where we have some damage to the plant. Now the question becomes, what is causing that damage and how do we deal with it? Just look closely around and you should be able to see some signs if it's slugs. Now right here is a telltale sign. You can see it on this brick. You see that shiny gloss there? Those are slug tracks. I'm gonna go over here to the next plant. And this is another one of my Georgia collards. And if we look down closely to that, we'll see some slug damage right here. You see on the tip of the plant, it's like a little shiny gloss. It's another sign that you have slugs in your garden. And what I'm gonna do is take you over here and I'm gonna show you how I deal with that. This is one of my slug traps. Let's pull that out. See, we got a fly sitting up on the top. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna strain this out and see what we actually have in there. All type of little insects. Let me rinse this off so you can get a better idea of what we have in here. Now you'll see here we have quite a few things down here in our trap. This is one of the reasons why I don't have a lot of slug damage in my garden. And let me show you how to mix this stuff up. Now here are a few things that we're gonna need. Some unsulfured blackstrap molasses, some yeast, some warm water, an empty cup, and a little spoon. We're gonna take 1 teaspoon of our yeast, 1 teaspoon of our unsulfured blackstrap molasses. This is to activate the yeast. We want to use some warm water. Hot water is going to kill our culture and we want this yeast to come to life once we add that water into it. We're going to put a 1/4 cup because this is going to rise. And then we're just going to mix it up real good. That warm water along with the sugar in the molasses is activating the yeast, and that's what our slugs are going to be attracted to. Now what you want to do is put this in the area of your garden bed, but not near any of the plants that you don't want the slugs to be attracted to, because what this will do, it will attract snails and slugs for up to 200 yards away. So I strategically place these around the garden in areas where I'm not worried about the slug damage. If you have any herbs like yarrow growing, this is a good place for your slug bait. If you have rose bushes, this is a good place for your slug bait. We want this in the garden area, but not in one of our garden beds. And this is the simple way to control slugs in your vegetable garden.